All right, Panther Lair, this video will conclude the series talking about Kyle Filipowski and the ball screens that he was involved in Duke's win over Pitt on Tuesday night. And this is going to be detailing out his dribble, pitch ahead, dribble, handoff, ball screen that he was involved in along the wing in a ton of possessions here. So I think I have maybe 6, maybe 5 to 7 of these to look at, and we'll talk about why this was successful. But there was one instance here that we'll lead with in which Pitt was pretty successful with. So these are all going to be slips. So this is going to be a situation where he does the pitch ahead, DHO, and then he slips out of it. And it's going to really highlight how well Duke moved the ball and how they took advantage of rotation. I mean, that's just what good teams do. So we're going to take a look at it here. In this very first one here, early in the game, though, you're going to see that Guillermo recognizes the slip and is able to go with Filipowski. Now, one of the big things, and it's been a big theme in all of these videos, is that leaves Bub Carrington pretty much able to just defend the ball handler. The importance of that is huge because I think, again, Pitt guards have done a good job holding up at the point of attack pretty much all year, minus maybe stretches in that Louisville game. So the fact they weren't able to be in this position a lot is really unfortunate for them. They were usually fighting over screens in which it took them a while to get back in front, forcing Filipowski's defender to have to hold a beat longer. So that's pretty much how Pitt got annihilated, but we've already detailed that out. Guillermo does a good job recognizing the slip right away. And Hinson was pretty much always going to help off of his assignment here. I think this is Mitchell. And they end up getting a steal here in the opening possession of the game. So reasonable start here for Pitt. Pretty much went downhill from there, though. So here we are towards the end of the second half. You're going to see that action. It's going to be that dribble, pitch ahead into the ball screen here. Federico is going to establish a reasonable drop point, but this early slip, because look how much Bub is trailing here, and a really just nice pocket pass by Roach on this short roll. What this is going to turn into is just a nice, easy ball movement to the corner and a three-pointer. I actually thought that was going to be that dump-off pass. Okay, so here, same thing. This is going to be one of those wing, pitch ahead, screen situations. This is the second half here. I mean, there's going to be a lot of this. And this is, again, we talked about in the one of the videos about hedging, that at this point, Pitt was hedging so much that this was pretty obvious what they're going to do. Duke being a really good team, they knew how to counter this immediately, which was just slipping that hedge. And so now you force all of these other defenders into help. And Duke is just really good moving the ball here. Foster benefits from it. Again, Blake Hinson not going to challenge anything at the rim. Same thing. Another slip. Everyone is forced to converge on Filipowski, so this puts everybody in help. Really good ball movement. And at the end here, I think Filipowski just cooks them anyways, so that's just the kind of night he was having. Really didn't matter. But although that partially validated, I thought there was a time here in this game that maybe they should have tried, if it was involving Austin a lot, to switch Austin on Filipowski, because nothing was really working. But he hits this fade away over him anyways. So I'm just not sure much would have worked here. He is a mismatch for them regardless. I think the big things now that we're concluding this series, or I'm concluding this series, is that the guards not being able to get back in front off of Filipowski ball screens, forcing Filipowski's defender to be in help or containment or hedging or show or whatever a little bit longer, like a fraction of a second longer. They just were able to take advantage of that time and time again. And even when they were able to recover, as you see in this video, the ball movement, the ability for all 5 guys for the Blue Devils to come out there and hit shots, drive the paint, take advantage of those rotations and mismatches, is pretty much was a lose-lose situation for Pitt.